Hey guys, it's Spaces Sims, and we are back with more Tengoku Struggle, continuing Shotoku's route. Are we in chapter 9 now, or 10? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Whatever, I forget. But we're looking for Otsuda's lackey dude who's missing. Now we're all worried. Anyway, he's not back at his apartment yet either. I doubt he went back to his parents. Huh. The guy's sitting over there. It's him! Oh, good. You're all right. Katsumi. Oh, good. We were looking for you. Huh? Who are you? Huh? Katsumi looked as normal as ever. His clothes were a bit dirtied, but there wasn't a single sign of him being injured. He was so normal. Hey, you don't recognize us? Sorry, excuse me. Wait! Whoa, let go of me! I grabbed his arm and his entire body struggled. What do you want? How do you know my name? Wait. Hey, what's your address? Where do you work? I don't have to answer you. I'm just a high schooler. Stop it! If you chase me, I'll call the police! Let's follow him at a distance. He's an amateur. He probably won't notice us. And the fact that he thinks he's a high schooler because he was wearing, remember, the high school uniform, like, that was part of his getup for his job, but he was an adult. He took a picture of the tree on his phone and went shopping. He's acting like a tourist. He said he was a high schooler, didn't he? You don't think his memories have been reverted to before the incident with his father, do you? Interesting. Maybe. He didn't remember us at all. Is this what it means to erase one's sins? When I ask my question, Shotoku fixes his hat over his eyes, as if out of anger. That's interesting, to erase your sins, and you're erasing all your memory of your sins. But why? What would the purpose of that be? Because your sins still exist, you just forgot that they exist. You know what I mean? So it's not like, oh, well, if we get rid of people's sins and erase them, like say they could actually erase them from the Johari Mirror, right? Then you're foiling King Enma and he doesn't get to have, prisoners in hell, right? But that's not the point. Like, you forgetting that you tried to almost kill your dad doesn't mean you didn't almost try to kill your dad. That sin still exists. You just don't remember it. So erasing people's memories of their sins or their guilt from their sins, right? What purpose is that serving? So that's interesting. Your daddy wants us to catch the escapees. If it's connected to the shitty turn of events, I would have taken the job for triple the pay. I wouldn't have taken the job for triple the pay. Well, I'm sorry. What good does it do for you to apologize? In fact, you should come with me to beat up your daddy and the corporate slave. His words made me feel so happy. Now, this is a little different from happy. It means he's not giving up, right? It means he'll stay on this boat, right? Alright, I've decided. Once we capture them all, I'm gonna demand special compensation. Special compensation being my hand in marriage? Because I'm down for that. Right, I'm not giving up either. She's thinking he means extra money, and he's going to be like, I want your daughter. Give her to me. Didn't everyone already do that already? Wasn't that Yona's exact line, basically? Like, I want your daughter, give her to me. Excuse me. I'm not your property, but should be offended by this. But at the same time, I'm kind of into it. So yeah, okay, cool. I'll be there and negotiate with you. It was a bit scary not being able to tell what would happen next. This wasn't just a matter of the blood duels any longer, but a matter with him. Huh. He's going into Ura. Wait. Otsuda's shop is over there, right? Maybe his memories have returned. With shallow feelings of hope, we watch Kitsumi. Kitsumi! Oh, good, you're all right. Huh? And those shallow hopes are shattered. Kitsumi? How do you know my name? Who are you people? How do you know me? Kitsumi, whatever is the matter? It's me. I don't know who you are. Kitsumi, no! Well, it's you two from before. So you were following me. Police! I'm going after Kitsumi. Let her know what's going on. What? Wait! Kitsumi? Otsuda, I need to tell you what's happening. I couldn't bear seeing her wiping away her tears with slumped shoulders. Is this my duty too? To have to tell her something so terrible? I don't want to see her like this, and I don't want to leave her alone. Hello, Sharaku? It's me. Where are you? I'm at Kotsugahara. How are things over there? She's calmed down a bit. I'll meet you there. Hey, over here! Kitsumi stood in the same spot he was before. He looked around on occasion, almost blankly. Has he been like this the whole time? Yeah. He walks around, but then something catches his attention, then he stops and stares. Which means maybe he hasn't forgotten everything completely. He might be remembering things by noticing things around him. Maybe? That'd be great, but he finds us suspicious, so the issue is how we're going to approach him. Right. He's moving again! Maybe he's going to the well. Not many people come around there. Should we talk to him there? I'm not sure. Let's see what he does first. And he's too stupid to realize that they're still following him, even though they were following him before, and you think he would have learned, but no. You think he won't notice us around here? I think so. We hid in the shade of one of the stone lanterns and watched Kasumi. How is Otsuda? She knows about Shinobikini, so I told her more or less everything that's been happening. And then she told me something. She said if this makes Katsumi feel at ease, he should stay this way and forget everything. I couldn't continue the conversation. Katsumi was suffering, and he would be much better off without such an awful past. But what about Otsuda? I don't know. The sun's about to go down. He's been sitting down this whole time. Wonder if he's okay. Doesn't seem like he's in pain. Tsumi was sitting on a bench, simply staring up at the crimson wisteria. Sharaku, there's no one else around. Let's go try and talk to him. I'll stay back here and watch. You go alone. I think it'd be less scary with a girl. Okay, I'll be very, very gentle with him. Excuse me. You. Please, listen to what I have to say. I swear on the name of King Enma that I'm no one you need to be suspicious of. King Enma? And there, Katsumi stared at me. I've met you before, haven't I? Do you remember? No, I don't. Katsumi's voice, I don't remember the voice we kind of gave him, but like, whatever. But I just recognized you and that other woman from earlier. Yeah, that's right. We've both met, and you work at that woman's shop as well. Work. So then I guess I'm really not a high schooler? Even though I have this uniform? Oh, so it wasn't just, okay, it was like, I must be a high schooler because I'm wearing a high school uniform. What should I do? Tell him the truth. I know I need to be careful talking about how he left his home. Actually, I'm having a costume party tonight. I shoot a quick glare towards Sharaku, shaking with laughter behind the lantern. Don't worry about that. Why don't you come by? If he drinks the water, he might get better. A party? Oh yeah, I like that game, Hell Macabre Party. That's why I ate that candy.
ate that candy. And it's not the candy that Meowster Goku gives you, because we've eaten that candy. But the candy that Shardaku took and threw away that Ikari gave us. Remember, he's like, here you go, take these, like cough drops or whatever. And he's like, throws it away. And we're like, well, we can't waste food. And I was like, no, there's something shady about that. We should have taken it to a lab and investigated it. And like the warning bells were going off. And then like, I was like, oh God, we're going to eat it. We're going to get drugged or some shit. And then Shardaku instantly threw it away. Did I say that out loud that I was like, there's something going on with that? We should have taken it to a lab. I was thinking it if I didn't say it. But like, that candy. Because he is oh, mother glasses, you're getting more and more sus. You know, maybe a zombie kicking your ass, making you throw yourself out a window was actually like the best thing to happen to you. Oh, dear God. Itsumi, what's wrong? I'm...
Spacey, get away from him!
Stain on my soul is gone now. I'm innocent. I'm a clean slate. I'm good. He stood up, screaming like a beast. Oh, look, we get a little Kitsumi sort of thing. Not really a sprite. It's like a overlay on the back. You know, whatever. A pop-up box, I guess. Oh, now he's gone. Kitsumi! I haven't committed any crime. I'm good. I'm good. Hooray for the righteous. Hooray! Huh? He looked as if he were dancing. Katsumi stretched his arm out to something, his body convulsing, and then spit out fresh blood. Katsumi collapsed right next to me, and look who happens to be here. Interesting. Along his back, a clean cut from a blade, now oozing with crimson blood. But if your girlfriend's doing this shit, why? Katsumi! Hang in there, Katsumi!
Simon, you bastard!
I thought it would work out. I suppose not.
I knew you guys did this. You're doing some crazy crap to control these humans, aren't you?
It's salvation. What? He wanted this.
You pieces of shit. You get no more excuses.
Shardaku, wait! You just fought yesterday, and right now we need to save Katsumi.
Not happening.
Ah! The blade of Simon pointed at me was deflected right in time thanks to Shardaku's dice. Dice? Oh, he threw his dice, not ice. He has ice powers, but like...
You got guts pointing a blade at her, Asa. You're strong. I know I'd lose if I fought you now. But even so, I wouldn't be a man if I ran away after you did that.
Don't be stupid and pompous. Like, I wouldn't be a man if I... No, it's time to run. Man knows when to run. This is time to tuck tail and run, girl. Let's go. Shardaku, no! Calm down.
Simon Yamada, today's the day I kill you.
Oh, whatever. Rift order!
Absolute zero.
Huh. The pillar of ice Shardaku launched grazed across the Simon's cheek. Workaholic.
One more time.
He deflected them all?
I swear, I'll kill you.
He was like, you suck for hurting people, and then the second he tried to throw something at me, he was like, oh, now you're dead, bitch! What a joke. The fact that Simon, he has the really bad Christian Bale Batman impression that I make fun of English fucking voice acting in anime for. Every time I do it, I'm like, oh, it's that voice. My really bad version of it, but it still makes me like, but I'm like, this is what it sounds like when they're talking in anime dubs, and that's why I hate it so much sometimes. And every time I do his voice, I'm like, that's exactly what it sounds like to me. Because it's kind of the only thing. Don't worry, the funny wasn't lost on me. I hope somebody else is like, is that really bad anime dub voice? Because it really is. He doesn't talk much. Well, before, he had a really gravelly voice, but I can't do that. It hurts too much right now, okay? Uh-huh.
I'm not done yet.
These are only spitting one-liners. Back and forth. He's able to fight back? I couldn't believe what it was I was seeing. Sharku was clearly avoiding Asimon's blades and still able to attack from his end as well. How? Can he really get that much better after just a single day? I see that Toshusai is still being hesitant. Could it be he's let go of something? Spacey! Letting yourself get distracted again. Intense pain ran through my arms, legs, and throat. I knew I had to endure it, but my body was drained of its strength and collapsed. Raku, I'm still alive. Sharaku, no. Jurobe Saito. That woman is making you weak. Some things never change. Your kindness drove you to sin. Shut up! Actually, it kind of did, because he was trying to help the poor people that were suffering and were begging for death, so he killed them. So technically, yeah. But I'm gonna give him a pass. It even guides you now. Can't stand to see that woman in pain. Shut the hell up! Yeah, I feel like Shargo should be like, just because you'd let your bitch writhe in pain for you doesn't mean I'm as cunty as you, okay? So shut the fuck up, bitch. Hey. Maybe Shinobikini needs to learn what kind of man you are. I mean, she should already know you did kill her, so. You will die together. I feel like we're gonna die together, but that should be the bad ending. Sharaku, Kitsumi. They were collapsed a distance away from me. They didn't move a finger. In any case, I have to call for help. I'm sure they'll be saved if someone comes. My hand shook as it took out my phone, but... Unable to control my fingers while my phone fell onto the ground. It was only about 2 meters away from me. With a body that lost all its strength, even a single meter was too far. Someone... Suda, Oshichi... I thought of the people who might come this way. I have to call someone. I struggled to crawl forward. This bitch. I feel like you're the one that gave away the candy. Oh man, that was crazy. Thought I was watching a period piece for a second there. How was he watching this when the Rift Order's supposed to protect people? Why is he here? And he seems strange. I see. So that's how you use desires, huh? Yeah. Oh, you're getting shadier as we go. Okay. I'm into it. I love it. I like it. He's not just one-dimensional shady. He gets really, really, really even shadier. Fuck, man. Yeah, I thought what Shinobikini told me was kind of crazy, but man, that was awesome. That was pretty cool. I'm impressed. It was like you were real heroes. It must be nice to be a special kind of person. I wonder how gods and the Buddha chose who gets to be like that. Is it just luck? Maybe people who aren't born with anything in particular just have bad luck then, huh? Sorry to interrupt. My phone. Could you get it for me? Tsumi wasn't moving. I needed to save Sharaku. I was worried about what might happen to them. This old man's got nothing, you see. This fucker's too involved in himself. So I can't be the lead act. What is he? It's not like I got a grudge against you or anything. But an old man like me who's got nothing has to keep himself wrapped around others' fingers. I gotta keep people pleasing. I have to do things I don't want to do. It's how us weak people have to live, Please, call someone. People have been hurt. It wouldn't have been odd for a normal person to scream and run away. But he just looked at me calmly. I'd be happy to help if it's just you. The girls with such beautiful black hair are hot right now. You could be such a big star. Okay, we were really shady, bro. It's such a shame. He is so shady and skeevy and gross, but they made him adorable. You just look at his sprite and you're like, he's kind of adorable. Sure, he definitely seems like, oh, yeah, whatever, okay, cool. You're like, all right, there's a little shade going on, a little smarmy, okay, great. But, he's still so cute. And he is so awful. Damn. Bravo, game. How dare you? Ugh. I want to love him because he's just he's got glasses and fluffy hair. And he's kind of adorable, but I hate him so much. Because he's so awful. But that's why I love him. I love what a shady, fucked up weirdo you are. You get weirder and more fucked up as we go. And it is I don't know how to handle it. Or maybe it'd fetch you more money if you were sold off directly. You're the daughter of King Enma, after all. Loads of people want to sleep with a hell girl. Yeah, that might be way better. And then it's this. Oh, gross. And then you say shit like this and it gets even grosser. Oh. Oh, Akari. Oh, God. Quit it. I yell at him with the last of my strength. Can't you see that they collapsed? Hurry and save them or... Sorry, let me correct myself. Huh? I don't hate you, but I am envious. That's so great. You're like a real heroine trying to help others while you're dying too. You're a real lead act. The bad ending is going to be so bad if this is... We're going to the good ending here. I couldn't believe my eyes. Couldn't believe he just stepped on my phone, breaking it in an instant. I'm just a regular old guy, so I can't fight all fancy or anything. But I can at least break a phone. I gotta be able to say I was helping Shino. He took out a cigarette and savored a puff. Adios! Whatever. He tossed the cigarette, aiming for my hand. Wait. I was able to stop from getting burned, but my phone was in ruins before me. I can't even speak. I have to save them. I was just gonna say, Chief! I was just gonna say, where's Tama? Because wasn't Tama following this fucker? Or even if he wasn't, the other cats were following Ikar. I just realized that. I was like, wait a minute. And then Tama pops up. So, okay. Alright, I was just gonna get there. Hold on, I'll go Takamura right now, meow! Am I hallucinating? Tama here now is just too convenient. Because, Tama might not have been following Ikari right then, but he would have had cats following, and then the cats would have been like, oh, whoa, 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 and they would have gotten in touch with Tama, and Tama would have come running. Hey, lady, give me 10 sticks of dongo! I appreciate you coming by so much. They're almost done. 1 minute, please. Oh, is this me? I'm glad I came to the capital. These dongo you make are seriously so good. Because we thought we may be a waitress, so... I see you're coming here to flatter me now. It's not flattery, it's the truth. I'm sure even Enma's happy you give these as offerings to him. I hope so. I feel like the question mark is probably us. Is our voice. Because otherwise it would be like, if it was supposed to be us as the child, it would have been girl, not boy, you know what I mean? Giving dongo to Enma? Meow! Chief's awake! Huh? Sharaku, Katsumi! Toshu's eyes quite alright. And that man, Katsumi Sakata, has already been taken to that apartment I mentioned before. He's okay, right? Katsumi isn't dead, is he? Well, he has died once now. However, this is not his time. He was only caught up in our affairs. Approval was granted by the Great King and the Six Kings, and he has been revived. That's good. I feel all the strength drain from my body as I felt a huge wave of relief. Because that's true. I mean, so he basically died, and we were like, no, we can give him back because it wasn't a natural death. A Saimon killed him, so. Itama has told me everything. It seems it was the right call to be watching over Satoru Ikari. I'm so glad I made it in time, meow! You're such a good boy, Tama. That was great, thank you. Meow! I'm Chief's #1 subordinate, meow. It was just part of the job, meow. You were saying Enma in your sleep. Were you dreaming? Enma? Do you not remember? Now that you mention it, I think I did have a dream. I'm not sure about what. I see. Well, you seem like you're doing okay. I will be returning now. Oh, right. I apologize. I forgot to mention something. The next time he's incapacitated, Toshusai will disappear. Disappear? The onsen cannot revive people indefinitely. It works as it does in hell. One's soul is worn down with each revival. It was not mentioned before as it would be difficult for him to fight. Say no. Simple scrapes would not affect anything, but revival back from near death will use up a tremendous amount of stamina. They say that to only touch the Buddha 3 times, right? This is limited to being used 3 times. Sensei no. You don't mean that if he loses again, Shoroku will really disappear? I suppose he will. Oh, that's so where the bad ending is going. He's so gonna die. That's not something to say. It's not something to say take lightly. It's not something to say lightly. That's not something to take lightly. Pick your favorite because you can't have both. I'm supposed to be able to take on the damage he takes, right? Aren't I the one who should be disappearing then? I told you yesterday, did I not? That any pain you cannot carry would go to him. And that's how strong a Saimon Yamada is. I understand that, but still. Because of that, the candle of Choshusai's life is like a lantern in the wind. One gust could blow it out at any moment. Sensei, no, you're making me mad! We can find a replacement for him. There are plenty of criminals to choose from after all. I feel like he's telling us this one because it's important information, like, you need to know, but also, and he's being so heartless even though he knows that we're in love with Shoroku, because he's like, oh, we can just find a replacement, there's plenty of people, whatevs, because he's trying to stop our hesitation. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna hesitate, like, it's gonna strengthen us to be like, I will take all that anger, I don't care, I will fucking take more and more pain so that he doesn't disappear. Like, he's trying to make us fight harder, you know? I heard something snap inside of me. I understand how mean you can be, Sensei Nono, but that remark is just intolerable. If you have the time to talk back to me, you should worry about yourself. Though not as bad as Toshusai, these constant blood duels should be causing considerable damage to acclimate within you. To accumulate within you, wow. I can't read. Without any luck, the both of you might fall. Although, you do have one more chance at least. Good day, then. In the next moment, Sensei Nono was gone. I could hear only my own voice echo in the room. Lord Shiro! Disappear? And possibly even you too, Chief? Mama, you don't need to say that. I'm not going anywhere. Yes, we are. It's the bad end. We're both going to disappear. So then, just Lord Shiro will... He won't be able to wash me in the onsen anymore. Meow. I love the fact that Tom is so sad about it. Telling you, no one's disappearing. Lord Shiro, thank you for everything. Oh my god, it's like he's dead already. I'm going to Shardaku's room. Shardaku!
Whoa! Don't open the door without knocking or anything. Wait, are you alright?
I woke up just a little while ago. Shardaku, you feel okay, right?
And the next time he is incapacitated, Toshusai will disappear.
There's no way that could happen. Sensei Nono just said that to stir me into action.
Of course I am.
As his body wavered, I moved in to support him.
I must be losing it if I need you to help keep me up.
No, that was just him being a bit dizzy.
My hands and feet are awfully cold, too. I guess I'm just not back to full strength yet. Well, I've always been bad with the cold, though.
No, it can't be true. Then, how about you go take another bath?
If you come in with me.
She's gonna do it, isn't she? Hell yes, she is.
Don't hide in the corner like that. We've already gone on a school uniform date and kissed in a photo booth.
That was an accident!
And then you can just sleep with me and call that an accident, too.
I think you should, because if he disappears and dies, you might regret not sleeping with him. I'm over here like, do it, girl. Come on, let's just do it. Do him. Take your time in the bath.
What gives? That wasn't much of a comeback coming from you.
He didn't tell Shardaku about any of this. It's so wrong of him to talk about the chance that he might disappear so late. No, maybe this really is just Sensei Nono making some mean-spirited joke. I doubt it. I feel like that's where the bad ending's gonna go.
I was pretty close today. If I just didn't let myself get distracted, it looked like I could have almost pulled it off, huh?
Yeah, I was surprised too.
It's because I wasn't thinking about anything.
Shardaku scoops up the water, playing with it.
Well, I guess I was angry, though. Whenever Simon's in front of me, I can't help but think of when I was executed. There's hate there, but also fear. But today, Katsumi was struck down, and he pointed a blade at you, too. My head felt so clear. I was focused. I'm gonna disappear in our next fight, right?
Shardaku?
It's okay. The corporate slave explained it all. Make sure you play nice with the guy after me. Although no one could be as handsome.
Are you joking right now?
I'm not. I'm not running away, so if I disappear from that, that's just my destiny, right?
Don't say that like you're just fine with it.
How about I wash your hair one last time?
What do you think you're doing?
I tried to hit on you and you pour water on me.
Think about what you're saying, you fool!
Can't believe you can keep being scary at a time like this. Yeah, whatever. Guess I'll just wash my hair all by myself. The next time he is incapacitated, Toshusai will disappear.
No. It can't happen. We'll never let you disappear. Girl, grab onto him. Do we get a CG? Are we getting... This is exactly what I... Oh, girl! She's naked. She was wearing a bathing suit in her little thing, but she ain't wearing a bathing suit right now. That's boob. I'm sorry. She is like, spicy. This is exactly what I wanted this CG to be, though. When like it went white, I was like, oh my god, she's gonna grab him from behind and like hold like this. This is exactly what I was picturing, and I love it. I'll sleep with you. He's like, excuse me? Doing this made me so embarrassed I could die. But I'm already dead if I think about it, so there's nothing to be afraid of. Also, it's kind of like, that'll get your bond up and like, I can't believe it. I love it. No, I'm afraid of this man disappearing. And exactly what I was saying. Sleep with him now, because if he disappears, then hey, at least you got... at least you'll have that memory.
Maybe you're telling me this out of pity, because I'm about to vanish soon.
You brought it up first. That it would be faster if we connected using our bodies.
Yeah, I
Yes, I did. That's why I'll sleep with you. You're easy.
All it took was a little smooth talking.
Yeah, actually, it's because I'm desperately in love with you and I don't want you to disappear and I'm sad now. So, like, smooth talking, sure. I'm not easy. You're just valuable to me. I won't let you lose. I won't let you vanish from me. You've joined my boat, so I won't let you get off and disappear on your own. Please don't disappear. So many emotions welled up within me as tears formed in my eyes, yet I was too shy to let go of him to wipe them away. But the thing is like she's being very upfront with her emotions right now, where usually she's a little more awkward about them. Not fully, but it's like, oh, oh yes. But like now she's like so desperately afraid of losing him that she's just like, fuck it, let's do this. It's amazing. It's impressive.
Oh, man. My dice are in my pocket. I can't toss them.
What are you trying to decide on right now?
If I like you or not.
Just think about that on your own. Huh?
I'm not gonna disappear. This time, I swear I'll win.
Is he making a pinky promise with us? That's so cute. You know what else is funny? I just want to decide if I like you or not. Like, you know you're just in love with us as we are with you, Jesus. Sharaku?
I gave you my pinky as a promise.
Oh, without actually cutting it off, though.
I'd never sworn on my pinky with anyone before. I always hated the idea of having shackles on me under the name of a promise. But I guess I don't mind if it's with you.
Are you serious about that? You sure you won't just tease me like usual afterward?
I won't. But just get out of the onsen now without saying anything and go back to your room. What are you thinking, hugging a dude while you're naked before you've even wet him? I'm serious. I'll get rough with you right here.
And that's the thing. Like, so we are in the onset. Like, she was wearing a bathing suit all the other times, like whatever. But like she's just getting in the onset. Like, we're naked with it. Like, and he's like, hello.
I'll let you off today. Just get going, all right?
Tell him no. Him now. Not in the onsen though. Other people swim in that, and he sells the water. So, like, okay, how many times has she actually, in the onsen, has she actually been, like, naked with them instead of, because, like, she had a bathing suit the first time, and she always shows up in a bathing suit instead of, like, you know. And, like, when they're all in together, you're assuming that they're naked, like, because that's standard. You get in onsens naked. You don't wear bathing suits. But, like, I figured special rules applied for her and, like, whatever. And, like, okay, if they all get in and then you come out and they're all in and you're not seeing anything, but, like, and then she's like, I'm going to wear a bathing suit. Plus, we got a cat in there. So, like, again, special rules apply to this onsen, okay? But, like, how many times has she been in the onsen and with them and she's been naked, but they put a bathing suit on her spray? And they're like... Or he was like, look, I won't look, or you get in and then I'll get in, and, like, whatever. And, like, anyway. I felt relief and disappointment. Sorry to trouble you then. Night. I grabbed my swimsuit that I had taken off and rushed out of the onsen. Ah. So she was wearing a bathing suit. She whipped it off and was like, let's go. He was like, excuse me?
She's gone. This'll kill me. Well, I'm already dead, but... Oh, man, I can't handle this. God damn it. What was he blabbing about? My love for her. Well, if this pain is supposed to be proof of my love for her, it is what it is.
That's why he was like, get out of here. I need to curl up and ball in pain and I don't want you to know.
That said, just how am I supposed to win against that monster? I can't disappear after making that promise. Spacey, I love you.
Say that to my damn face! Oh, I'm gonna cry! Oh, my heart is broken! Say it to my face, damn it! Chapter 10, A Woman Who Isn't Cheap. Chapter 11. I missed the blood bond thing, but whatever. We headed for the Spirit Belvedere to check on how Katsumi was doing. Oh, it's closed.
That's odd. I've never seen it closed.
Nono did say he was going to close it for a while, so not surprising.
Oh, it is you two.
Sensei Nono, you're here. We wanted your eggs, man. They're so delicious. I'm just kidding.
I requested Oshichi care for Sakata. We can trust her since you two are close. I would have been able to handle it, but I wanted to be free for what's surely about to happen to Toshusai. You really know how to push a guy's buttons.
Sensei Nono, how's Katsumi doing? As Katsumi was trying to get rid of his sin, he's forgotten those he's met along the way.
And thanks to him, I've been able to make progress in my research on Shinobikni's desire. We know her blood can affect one's nerves.
Is that what made him lose his memories?
You might imagine memories as something intangible, but what controls them is the brain. It would not be too difficult to control one's memories if they could affect that one thing. However, how effective that is depends on if it's temporary or a long-term effect. Well, what's going to happen with Katsumi then? As of now, I cannot say.
Sensei Nono slumped his shoulders.
Remember the man from before? Our blood was prevented from entering his body due to the water, giving him only mild effects. However, in Sakata, the blood's effect can be seen throughout his body, as if a spider web has infiltrated him via his veins and cells. It's been half a month since Jodo has gone live. He may have been walking with this since then. His revival is complete, and it is possible for him to continue living his life till the day he is supposed to die comes. However, there is no guarantee that his memories will come back. Is that even living? What is life? What is death?
Life and death.
Erasing your own memory of something bad does not change your reality. But he resented how he almost killed his father. He hit rock bottom after that. Even if his own memories disappear, the memories his family carries will remain.
And even if his memories disappear, the fact of what he did remains. Right. Of course.
I do intend to allow him to decide whether or not he will want to forget or remember everything. You can do that. Why didn't you say that? You're so messed up in the head. For the sake of my pride, I will show you I can restore him to his original state. However, he is also a victim of this incident. It is possible for me to erase all his memories as an apology, if he so wishes.
Sharaku and I look at each other at a loss.
By the way, Toshusai, when are you planning to get cut down next? I'll pass on that today. 3 days in a row is out of the question for me. That said, I don't think you should rest too many days.
Sensei Nono, you saw his wounds, didn't you?
There won't be much difference between a week and a month. In fact, you should be going with the momentum of things. You face him then. Bye.
Sharaku, wait!
I'm not crazy enough to go to Kumonoi Temple and pick a fight.
Right.
Now let's find out Suda. We have to let her know Katsumi's okay for now. You're being mean. You want me to pet you, but you're biting. She's not a nice bird. She's a very nasty bird. She's a very nasty boy.
As I just put my hand here and he's like petting himself against my hand. Say these things. So cute.
You know what? I could trade you in. I could bring you back to the pet store. I want a refund. I'm gonna give you back. Oh my god, I tease you. I would never do that. You know I would never do that. Even when you're being a big fat nasty jerk bird, I would never do that. Oh my god, I tease you like that. You have no idea what I say, but it hurts me when I say it. I don't know why. It's like I'm being mean to myself. I'm bullying myself, telling me I'd get rid of you. Oh, I would not. I would never know what to do. Even when you're being a big fat jerk, I love you so goddamn much. You're so precious. You're so cute, even when you're mean. Well, you're gonna be mean and you bite hard, and you're. Oh, but I do tease you. I would never get rid of you. You're my whole world. I love you. Even when you're being a big fat jerk and you're pooping where you're not supposed to poop, I just want to squeeze you with how much I love you. Oh. I know you get jealous because I look at Instagram and I see other birdies. And I'm like, look at how pretty that bird is. Look at how cute that bird is. Or we show you the cockatiels that play peekaboo. And we try to play peekaboo with you and you won't do it. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? They play peekaboo. You don't play peekaboo. You're a failure. But
I'm so mean to him sometimes. Oh, you're not a failure. No, I know.
because we don't know, that cockatiel might not know how to be potty trained. And you're pretty much potty trained. You just don't know how to play peekaboos.
But to be fair, I did peekaboo to you 3 times and expected you to know how to do it.
We never tried to teach you. But it's okay. You're not a failure. You're so precious.
He gives no fucks. He's itching himself now, but
I tease you some. I do tease you, but it's because I love you. You're so cute. You're so precious.
I just want to squeeze you so fucking hard. I do. It's cute aggression.
Yeah, you're so fucking cute. I just want to squeeze you. But he's not gonna, because it would hurt you. You're very delicate.
Bite how you bite. Jesus. Anyway.
Let's keep going. It's not all about you.
I'll just sit here and you just pet yourself. Okay. It doesn't seem like she's here. Maybe she went back to hell.
Let's go ask the gate guard.
Gate guard, we're looking for someone. Do you know where Otsuda of the Crushing Hell is? That woman passed through for work and should be in the human realm. She causing trouble. No, she's just an acquaintance. Thank you.
You don't think she's the one who barged into Kumonoi Temple to start a fight, do you?
Oh, right. She might be at that place. Wait a minute. You don't think she's the one who barged into the temple to start a fight? That makes it sound like we learned that someone barged into the temple and started a fight. But I don't remember that ever happening. So I'm wondering if that was supposed to be you don't think she's one to barge into the temple to start a fight. Like, you don't think she would go there and do that, do you? You know what I mean? As opposed to, you don't think she's the one that did that. That the way Sharaku phrased that, or the way it was translated, implies that we, like, Sensei Nona was like, oh, hey, someone went into Kumonoi Temple and started a fight. And then we're like, hey, you don't think that was Otsuda, do you? But, like, we never got any news like that. So, like, I feel like that was mistranslated, and it should have been more like, you don't think she's the type who would just, go there and start a fight, do you? Do you think we should go check? That seems more logical, but whatever. Anyway. Oh, good, there you are. Oh, you too. Though I came searching for her because I was worried for her, I didn't know what to say when I finally looked at her face. Worried about me, huh? It's okay. I've got enough fight in me to keep me going. That's not how you seem right now, though. Although she seemed to be acting cheerfully, she didn't have any energy. There was no vigor. No, it's possible she might disappear too. But if Katsumi's memories come back to him, he'll be in pain all over again.
Well, just cheer up, pretty lady. If the shop's short-handed, I could come help out.
Really? Look at him running his mouth again. But he's trying to cheer Otsuda up. I felt happy he was trying to do that. Handsome boy. You know, I remember now. I know where I've seen you before. I saw you at the Kotsugahara execution grounds on the day of your execution. Wow, he's like, thanks, love, that's a good memory. This guy killed a very prominent courtesan I was close with back in my lifetime. Sharaku shrunk his body and then stopped moving. This man, there were lots of rumors about him. Everyone said that if you asked him to draw your portrait, he would agree to kill you. Utsura, she always said she wanted to die. Syphilis had infected her entire body, blinding her. She couldn't kill herself on her own. Syphilis, known in the Edo period as a disease that prostitutes would catch. Oh, yeah. An STD, and they're having an awful lot of sex, so. She had a horrible life. She was sold off at the age of 5, began taking customers at 15, and was struck with syphilis at 20. That is fucking awful! It just keeps getting worse! Actually, I'm not sure what part of that is worse. I mean, like, your family sells you off at 5, and then at 15, they're like, here you go, whore yourself out. And then you get syphilis. I mean, at least she lasts till 5 years as a prostitute before she got syphilis. Like, small miracles, but still Jesus. Oh, I guess the poison got to her quick, forcing her to become a gun. She slept under a bridge, I remember. Gun prostitute, the bottom-ranked class of prostitutes of the red light districts in the Edo period. The name comes from the possibility of being hit by diseases these prostitutes received through their poor environments. That is so fucked up. Everything about that is fucked up. And not just the selling your children into prostitution, okay? That's fucked up, but okay. Let's just go past that. But then it's like, you're like, okay, so you become a working girl. You are going to get diseases because I'm pretty sure they weren't like tossing out rubber. I don't think they had like actually condoms did exist with like sheep skin. Like that's what they're from, cause like intestines and disgusting things like that. But like I don't know about, sex protection back in the Edo period, okay? I don't know. But like I'm a guess it's not like sex work now where you're like grab it before you tap it, you're getting checked, you got disease, but all those things. It probably wasn't as regulated. I mean, not that sex work is regulated because it's still technically illegal, but you know what I mean? Like, if you're doing porn or if you are a prostitute, you're getting yourself checked, you're taking care of yourself. That wasn't it when you were being sold into this industry, okay? If you're sold into the sex trade now, they ain't checking, they don't give no fucks, okay? But that's, and like, there was probably a hell of a lot less, protection going on that, and like, so then she's getting essentially raped constantly because she's forced into this. She has no choice. That's disgusting. Gets a disease from one of these skeevy motherfuckers. Okay. And then she's like, well, she's got a disease. Now she's the trash on the bottom of the barrel. Like, But what's even worse about that is then this woman, God knows how many diseases she has now because of all the skeevy men, right? And then it's like, well, I don't have a lot of money, so I guess I gotta go bang one of these. Like, and then you just think of like, then the people, and like, that's what is perpetuating all these diseases because then this poor woman has them from the gross, dirty men that are fucking her constantly. She has no choice but to sleep with, okay? And then there are ones who are so goddamn broke they can't afford the high-class prostitutes, so they're going to this poor woman who now has God knows how many diseases. They're getting more, and then they're passing. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Another flash flood. Okay. It's a different day than the last flash flood, but it's like, all of a sudden, I mean, it's been rainy all day, but all of a sudden it got really dark. And then it's like, floods! Okay, Jesus. Anyway, but like, oh God, everything about this is awful. You know what? You did her a favor, sweetie. You should get a commendation, this poor woman. Ugh. She slept under a bridge. She was a disease-ridden prostitute who lived under a bridge. There is something so fucked up about that and sad. In her last days, the disease got to her brain and she barely recognized me. Yeah, that's what syphilis does, isn't it? Doesn't it, like, eat away at your brain cells and makes holes in your brain? Like, God. Then my trypophobia is freaking out now thinking about holes in your brain. Stop it! Stop it! Ah, gross! Okay. She had asked me, too. She wanted me to kill her. The amount of women who wanted to die back then but couldn't. There were so many, and that's even fucked up because it's not because they all had diseases or illnesses. Were literally like, I would rather die than be a prostitute. And because it's not like they chose this life. That is so fucking sad. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Sharugu should get to go to heaven because he did something nice for people. I don't care. Like, no, you should not have to go to hell for helping people who were in literally living hell. Okay? And then those poor women are probably all in hell because they were prostitutes, and it's like, I didn't choose this. You know what I mean? They say life is precious, but I wonder if there was any value in ours. Well, to the men that were boning you, yeah. That's the sad part. Your life should have value even if you're a prostitute. But I mean, like, you were forced into it and you didn't feel it, and everybody in society treated you like garbage. So, you know, product of the times, everybody was like, ha ha ha, prostitutes, trash. That's so sad. But the man who was paying to fuck you thought your life had value for that 30 seconds. So that's even sadder, I think. Oh, God. I'm going to go drink now. No one treated us like people. If we committed suicide, we weren't even given a burial. We couldn't even make it to hell. Well, I thought suicide was a sin, though, so, like, shouldn't you go to hell for killing yourself? We couldn't even go to hell if we killed... I don't know, I'm actually just thinking that seems like... You don't have to get punished in hell for being a prostitute when it was against your will. So... I don't know, that might have been an answer. That's kind of a fucked up way to... Jesus, this game is getting dark. Let's go back to the grocery store, guys. Everyone wanted to have someone kill them. And then there's precious little Shariku over there who's just like, I killed prostitutes. They didn't have to kill themselves. Out of the goodness of his heart. And there's something about that seems so wrong and fucked up, but it's still kind of nice and sweet. But that's the fucked up part. Well, that's all in the past, though. Maybe it wasn't really you that I saw. If I was that man, would you want to get revenge for her? You know, I did think about it for myself. After Sakichi passed away, I wondered who might be willing to kill a foolish girl like me. She looked up at the crimson wisteria and smiled. But it turns out, I might have been the one who killed Sakichi too, huh? If he hadn't made a promise with a prostitute, he wouldn't have been drowned. Oh, that's so sad. That's true. I don't hate that man. I mean, he saved her. But his death, what is life? I know she was satisfied. She knew she could finally move on to the afterlife. And that's enough. Hey, if you do ever see that man, you have to tell him that I said thanks for taking care of her. She didn't have much longer to live anyways. She was able to see such a handsome man in her last moments. That would have been paradise. Don't say that. She did get her rights read to her by a priest. I'm sure she was able to cross the Sanzu River. So that's kind of it, like, at least she... But the thing is, like, but again, she's probably in hell, so, like... Unfortunately, I hadn't seen her in hell, but I'm sure she's happy in her next life now. Well, that's true, though, so, like, even if you go to hell and you serve your sentence, or you become Ume, it's kind of like, oh, then you get to move on to your next life. But if you commit suicide, you don't even get to go to hell, which means your soul just ceases existing. You don't even get to get reincarnated. Because you have to go to heaven or hell, whatever, before you can, like, your soul gets to be at peace, and then you get to go to your next life. So there's that. But if you were, like, living the life of that poor woman, you're like, go to hell because I was forced into being a prostitute before I can move on to my next life, or just cease to exist altogether. I don't know, man. I don't know. They're not making it easy. I don't have anything against me believing in that. Neither Shariku nor I said anything. We didn't even know how to answer back yet. I didn't, at least. Well, if that man was only in it for her money, I'd smash his head with a rock. I'd be fine with that anyway. If that's what you think, the next time you save someone, try to do it in a different way. I don't know if Kitsumi was happy. If he was happy, it's fine, but maybe I'm getting too involved, but he's been tormented after almost killing his father. A hardship and pain. It's better he forgets. You don't know that yet. Daughter of Enma. Kitsumi was hurting, sure, but he also cares about you a whole lot, Otsuda. I doubt it. Kitsumi's recovering right now, although we're not sure if his memories will come back to him. I do believe this. Kitsumi didn't want to forget about you. She closed her eyes shut and wiped her eyes with a handkerchief. We'll do what we can, so please wait just a bit longer. I'm sorry for the trouble. It's no trouble at all. You told us so much, Otsuda. We're happy to help you. I'm sure the great king is glad to have such an outstanding daughter. I hope he is. Thank you very much. I'll head back to my shop now. Please, take care of Kitsumi. Sharaku watched Otsuda until she disappeared beyond the stairs. And then, you've had to endure a lot of awful stories. I'll always listen to more if you have some. You're like, yeah, the time period you lived in sucked, bro. Thank God for modern times. Thank God for the internet and science and modern medicine. Even if you have to pay an arm, a leg, and a kidney for it, whatevs. At least we have it, man. Jesus. Also, why wouldn't they go to hell if they committed suicide? You see, that's my question. It was all just so shitty. They tried to do it, but there was this culture where these women in Yoshiwara weren't treated like human beings since they broke the rules. So, wait. Broke the rules by committing suicide or broke the rules by fucking people? Because they were forced into it! Goddamn men and their stupid motherfucking rule. This is why women stab men, okay? It's shit like this. I mean, Jesus Christ. Could you imagine? You're sold into sex slavery, basically, and then you're like, oh, well, you're not going anywhere. You're going to hell. You're breaking the rules, whore. And it's like, whose fault is that? It's not like Sharaku choosing to gamble and they're like, well, gambling is a sin. Okay, well, I made the choice. You know what I mean? Or like, when you start smoking and you get lung cancer, you're like, well, I made the choice to smoke. You know what I mean? It's like, I didn't make the choice to become a prostitute. It was forced on me. What the fuck? Jesus. I mean, that kind of judgment and shit is still forced on women these days, isn't it? You know? Guy does something inappropriate and your underwear is the reason why it was justified because my underwear were red because apparently you can't wear red underwear without it meaning you desperately wanted somebody to assault you. What the fuck? That kind of shit. You know what I mean? So, yeah, not surprised. But still, what the fuck? No. They'd wrap you in a mat of leaves while you were naked and dump you in a temple like an animal. I was at a loss for words. I never knew something like that happened back then. There was just so much I didn't know as a Hell Guardian, as father's daughter. I never saw it myself, but they were buried in holes that were so shallow, birds came to pick at legs of corpses sticking out of the ground. Well, birds are scavengers. That my bird, he would absolutely eat me just like a cat would if I died. And still, even if you didn't break any of the rules back then, anyone living there wouldn't be given a proper burial service. To be fair, if I were to drop dead and nobody found me, my bird would just curl up with me and probably die on his own because he wouldn't leave and go get food. He would sit the way he is right now, jammed under my neck, not moving. Yeah. Because he's such a good boy. You're such a big fat mama's bird. Yes, you are. That's why I love you, you good boy. Anyway, I'm not making fun of you. I'm not. I see what a good, sweet boy you are. Because if I were to die, you would just curl up with me. You'd probably forget to eat, and you would slowly suffocate. You would probably slowly die too, which is just really tragic and sad. You should really eat. Not me, though. There's plenty of food all over, because you leave food all over in your cage. and there's crumbs all over the floor. There's bound. You'll be fine. You'll be fine till someone figures out I'm missing, which will only be like a day, right? So you'll be okay. You'll be fine. Not like a kid. Ow! You know what? I was just being nice to you. You're a nasty bird. You probably would eat me. Evil bird. Anyway. An unending rage welled within me. Yeah, this is why I have to talk to my bird, because the unending rage of all of this is like, then I get distracted by Fluffy Bird. Yet I knew I could do nothing, feeling a helplessness in myself as well. So that's why you killed them? So these women could die as human beings. Don't be an idiot. There's never any good reason for killing anyone. Yeah, I mean, you're right, but also, but you did it for the best possible reason to kill someone? That sounds really kind of fucked up when you say it, but you get what I'm saying. Like, there's no good reason to kill someone. I mean, but if you're gonna, killing them because they're dying already and you wanted to make sure they died as a human being, so you would rather murder them and take that sin on yourself than have them kill themselves and then be treated like less than a human being, is kind of sweet, to be fair. Fucked up and weird, but it's kind of sweet. That was probably true. That's why murderers are given a terrible punishment. Still, it's funny how that woman was her senior in the business. Twisted fate. I don't think it's twisted. Did you not want to hear what Otsuda had to say? At the very least, I'm glad I did. I learned more about your past. So what if you did? You saying you trust me more just because you heard all that? I do. I'm more invested in you, too. Ugh, listen to you being so soft again. He's trying so hard to put up a wall, even though he secretly was like, I love you, as we walked away. His grim look made me tense up. You're a Hell Guardian. Don't take the ramblings of some prisoner so seriously. You're a Hell Guardian. You're supposed to talk down and belittle me. You're a Hell Guardian. You don't have to show me any sympathy whatsoever. Oh, look at her just cupping his face. Oh. He's like, because he's knocking on himself still. Oh, but his whole face is hidden. Well, only part of his face is showing. It's a CG in case you couldn't figure that out. Did you already forget? I'm going to be a new type of Hell Guardian. I'm not doing things the old way. Plus, she's a Hell Guardian that fell in love with you. Shut your fucking mouth. Hey, you haven't been calling me provisional lately, have you? The man who stole a kiss from me the way you did shouldn't be talking about running away now. His eyes opened as wide as they could, and I couldn't help but think. His expression made him seem so young. I told you the other day here, remember? And I'll find your answer with you. But I tossed the dice, too. And also, last night, we swore on our pinkies, remember? You want to go back on that? Is that what you're saying? Shh. He was frustrated and didn't respond. Wonder if there was something else I could do. Kiss him. It happened right as he tried saying something. We're going over on this part, obviously. Because we're already over. Sharaku! As if trying to get away from me, he turned his head, causing his hair to shift away, leading me to find his his mark of desire. Sorry, not death mark. Leading me to find his mark of desire, bright and exposed. Oh yeah, you can see it glowing through his hair now. You're in pain again, aren't you? No, not at all. A terrible attempt at lying. Hold still. No, stop! This is the second time we're doing this, right? You don't have anything to lose, so just give up. Wait. Aww. My body stiffened from the pain the moment I put my lips on his mark. But it seems less painful than before. Please, won't you kill me, young man? I've cleaned myself 4 times already, but it's festering and I can't perform anymore. It's festering. Oh, God, that sounds so disgusting and horrifying. The man I gave my finger to. didn't come for me in the end. Oh, maybe she meant the wound in her finger. I wonder, where has my finger gone? I don't want to live in this hell any longer. Never imagined he heard such a heart-wrenching declaration of someone abandoning hope. Oh.
Did you hear something again?
I heard her asking you to kill her. Which her? There was 13 of them. A color of despair grew in his eyes, which then disappeared in an instant.
Forget it.
Close your eyes. Guess there's always someone asking you to do something, huh?
I don't really remember.
And become just like your father, a great, great samurai. Jirobe, you must not become a samurai. You must live free. Oh, interesting that they didn't translate this woman's name. They didn't call her a courtesan, a woman, anything. They didn't even translate this whatever title for whoever it is. That's fun. It's just totally in Japanese. Please, won't you kill me, young man? I'm assuming it's the same courtesan woman, but so then, what does he want?
Hey, while you're at it, don't stop with the eyelids. Go for my lips, too.
Do it. Kiss him. Oh! Never mind. He just grabbed her. I love this. That CG just switched so fast. I'm not moaning, but I was surprised at how frivolous I could be. The moment our lips touched, I felt I wanted every part of him. Not moaning and groaning for her, but Jesus.
You should have known this would happen, looking at me like that while touching my cheek.
It wasn't over in an instant like before. He knew it all. Knowing how my body would respond to all the ways he kissed me, I craved him even more.
Tell the truth. You wanted to kiss like this again, right? You wanted to touch me so badly that it drove you crazy, right?
Even if I tried to speak, I couldn't. His lips took my entire being away, and I couldn't even breathe, much less speak.
Yeah, I can't take it. I held out as best as I could last night, but I want you. Right here.
Don't be an idiot. I was my brain was like, do it right here under these wisteria. It'll be romantic. Somebody might see you, and it might be a little messy, but like, do it anyway. In reality, dear God, no, it's in public. What the hell? In an atomic, do it right here. It'll be beautiful. Even though that's what I thought, my body yearned for him. Are you really going to do it right here? Because that's amazing. I was helplessly captivated by his sweet kiss.
Spacey.
I mean, if we're wearing a skirt, it's kind of feasible because, like, you don't have to show too much. You just gotta take panties off and, like, there's what you know what I mean. I'm just saying, you don't have to get full on naked. You can do it. I didn't want him to call out to me like that. I knew I couldn't hold myself back if he did.
Don't be so cold. How about we just go with the flow and do it?
No!
Well, you seem pretty up for the idea, right?
No, we can't.
Yeah, I figured as much. And let me savor you just a little more.
His fingers thrust into my hair and I felt my thighs tighten up.
Hey, if I manage not to disappear, would you let me do anything I want to you?
Like what?
The kind of things that would make you able to think about only me. If you don't promise, I might lose.
This man.
Are you okay with my disappearing?
Me, I would have been like, I was going to sleep with you before you disappear, but like, if that's all it takes so you don't sure. Ugh, why have I fallen for a man like this? Because he's beautiful, manipulative, and sassy. Kind of works. Win. Because I believe that you will.
You sure know how to hit a guy where he's weak.
I love it. It's beautiful. My heart. Ugh. But anyway, we're going to stop here after that fucking beautiful moment. I love it. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.